Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting video. Today we are taking a look at the upcoming audio updates announcement because this is Friday announcement day. This isn't minor update, this is announcement day. So what we're looking at is they are, at least I think this is what I'm getting, there's going to be a minor update next week that might add new audio. It doesn't actually say that. It says this week is an announcement week, that a minor update is due for release next week. And we are working hard to improve Stormworks in many directions. Some of these directions are less interesting to talk about in announcements, such as fixing crashes, digging through netcode, while more cosmetic changes tend to be easier to write about. So they're talking about looking at audio improvements. Say in the past that they had these two guys, Chris Randall and John Dow, that worked on, I guess, a lot of games for, soundtracks and stuff like that. They would order audio and they would add it to the game. So they did that in the past. But it sounds like they added a new audio engineer, I think. I think that's what I'm getting. It doesn't actually say that. But instead of ordering batches, they will now be having a sound engineer work weekly. So I'm assuming they hired someone. Probably not in-house, probably outsourced to some guy that is going to be submitting audio for, all the stuff. So that's what they're working on. They're going to be improving the sound, which is really needed. This is a good update. I like this. This is really important. The props, you hear the props on a tugboat and you wanna cry because it sounds like a little, I don't know, a little bubble toy. I don't know how to describe it. And then of course we have the module engines that sound like lawnmowers in a B-17. A lawnmower in a B-17? What? No. So they want your suggestions. So if you come over to this, I guess, or maybe you do it in the bug tracker, I don't know. They're not directing you to a direct location to give your audio ideas. But I assume the bug tracker would be better than this because, who reads these comments? Except me once in a while just to mouth off. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go ahead and revisit fantasy features video. I thought this would be kind of a fun thing to just throw at the end of this video. So if you haven't seen fantasy features, you might enjoy the video.
Hey guys, welcome back to another fantasy features. Today we're going to be taking a look at some really cool features that you've been asking for. Actually, you haven't been asking for some of them, but we just think they're cool. And since it's a fantasy, we can add anything we want. And we think you want this. Today, we're adding that's right, two new audio features. Are you ready? Let's get started by talking to Dee J Devf. Remember, the F is silent.
Hello, I'm Dee J Devf, and today we're taking a look at two new features we've added to the engine. What? That's probably what you're thinking. That's right, we've added sound effects that you can add to a block and upload it to the workshop, and then you have a cool sound effect that's custom for your build. How's it work? Go into the editor, browse for sound, add it, then decide what pitch you want it to be at, if it loops, and the volume. Check it out. As you can hear, it's looping. All right, let's go back into the editor and turn off loop. Now let's try it again. All right, as you can see now, when I click the button, it's just playing once. That's pretty cool, right? The second feature we're adding in our fantasy feature is the Doppler effect to the engine. How's that work? I don't know. Let me read Wikipedia. Wikipedia says, the Doppler effect is the apparent difference between the frequency at which sound or light waves leave the source and that at which they reach an observer, caused by the relative motion of the observer and the wave source. What does that mean? I don't know, but we put together this cool video so you can check out what it sounds like in the engine. Wow, that's pretty amazing, right? I like it. I'm a DJ. We like sound. Next up, I have a secret feature that Carlton didn't know we're going to add. This is the engine block sound effect. Now, it's not ready for release, and it's a fantasy, But what you can do is add your own sound effect to an engine. Then you can use this slider to affect how much speed influences the sound of the engine. Well, it's in beta right now. All right, no, it's in Fantasy. But when it's done, we'll be releasing it on Fantasy Features. All right, back to you, Carlton. I'm all done here. I'm gonna go spin some music.
Thanks, Dee J Devf. That sounds great. I can't wait to try out these new fantasy features. All right, well that's it for today. If you haven't done so already, hit the bell so it goes ding, dong. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And remember, do you see this chart? We want to change that chart. So help me by subscribing. All right, that's it. I've spoken too much today about fantasy features and subscribing. I'll see you next time on Fantasy Features. Bye.
That is a fantasy feature I like. Next up, this one's a little more complicated for my brain, but I can read a wiki page.